Guess who's back? He is back. I am back. Even though I didn't go anywhere. We're back, of course. Me and this guy. I don't know who he is. Joking, it's me. How can you not tell? The handsome man. I'm assuming he's handsome. He looks handsome from the back of his head. What an intro. To summarize this incredible intro, listen to your parents.
He's like, oh yeah, well, I'm an influencer.
Stop right there. This might be the quickest I've ever paused it, alright? And I'm known for quick things. There's so many innuendos already. Maybe there's just the one. This is crazy. This might be the most ridiculous start to these reactions I've ever had. But I want to make my opinions on influencers very clear right from the start, right? The word influencer grinds my gears. Just... The car is broken. The gears are grinding. Someone needs to take me to a specialist. Remember, everyone, if you do not do good in this world, if you do not spread positivity, a positive message, etc., do not call yourself an influencer, please, all right? That goes for anyone, right? If you just do things and you just, for example, let's take me, right? Let's take me and throw me in the damn bin. I would not call myself an influencer because I make videos, right? I sit in this chair and react to things. Now, I get it. Sometimes maybe I can say good things as a message in this stuff.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But I wouldn't call myself an influencer. If you call me an influencer, maybe just keep it in your head, because I do not like the term influencer unless you're actually changing the world, right? Don't get me wrong. If you wear clothes, everyone presumably does. But you know the people that say they're influencers, but all they do is like post videos of themselves getting dressed. Like, cool, you've influenced someone to maybe buy a shirt you're wearing. I don't know, just influencer, it rubs me the wrong way. It makes it seem as if you're putting yourself on some pedestal. You're not really influencing anything, all right? Let's calm down. I don't like the word. It's why I don't like to call people who watch me subscribers, fans, you know? That's disgraceful. But let's get back to this, because, oh my goodness, that's a horrific start to a video. I've paused it quickly. I've made horrible jokes already.
I needed someone to talk to that might be able to relate.
Okay.
This man wants to know the truth about his internet girlfriend.
Gorgeous, like dark blue eyes, I believe it would be.
Right, they're just
She's
normal
got a
blue.
gorgeous smile. I've
Okay.
never seen anything like that before.
He's been warned by his friends.
Come on, man. Let's not take the piss here. She has a very nice smile. But to say... I've never seen anything like that before. You're right. Calm down here. All right? Get a hold of yourself. Get a grip of yourself. Get a hold of yourself. I need to get a hold of myself for even saying that, to be honest. I've never seen that before. What is wrong with you? You sound like Frodo or something.
I've never seen anything like that before.
He's
Shut
been
up, man.
warned by his friends and mother, yet he still wants the relationship to be true.
It's his
And
fault.
that's when she starts talking about, needing groceries or
Yeah.
needing to feed her dogs. My mom was
Wow.
like, just be careful.
Jessica claims to love Ryan, yet the two still haven't met in
You
person.
need to feed her
Is that
dogs.
the truth? And the truth seems crazy.
Let's see what we can dig up.
Sorry, maybe we need to dig up some sort of her past, her biology, because when she talks, nothing moves other than her mouth. Wow, it's incredible. Look at her.
Is that the truth? And the truth seems crazy.
Guys, I don't even know what she said, all right? They must have ran... They slapped their head on the keyboard and ran it through AI and said, F it, we're going to use an AI video, we're going to use an AI sentence of just random words. Send it. Send it to him, because this guy, he's in it for the long run, we'll say that much. Please, if you receive a video of someone talking and they don't move, there's no wrinkles going on, granted, perhaps not everyone is going to be as expressive with their face as me. I'm an exception, right? But goodness, just something. No wrinkles, nothing. Nothing. Who is she? You know what's coming. Cue the meme. Who is she?
Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
Let's see what we can dig up.
Come on, guys,
Real
let's go.
quick, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Go do that.
Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
But you already are.
My name's Ryan.
Hello.
I'm actually from Greater Vancouver area in Canada.
Ooh.
You know, as for me, I'm a social media influencer. I'm on YouTube, and all I do is just talk about my daily journey of what I'm doing to get myself through the day.
Got the van back as it is, so looks like maybe tomorrow we could try and see if we can go out there and start
What is going on there?
getting some money in again.
You know, I just advertise, you know, what my life is about.
So I'm gonna mix this up a little bit.
Entertain people the best I possibly can about what I'm currently going through. It's
Okay.
a long process, but you know what? I enjoy it because I have subscribers. Well, they keep me going. You know what I mean? Because they know where I'm at. My history with women is not the best. Every single relationship I've had, I've been cheated on. And instead of
Same.
just dumping me, they cheat, right?
Yeah.
Until I catch on. I
Yeah.
have been married. You know, she was a nice person. We still talk. We're still friends. We got a son together who's actually
Okay.
getting married. And
He's getting married. Is this your son in this picture? He looks about 10 years old. What? Is he getting married? Unless he's got the most severe case of baby face. Sorry, but that's a child in this picture. How is he getting married? But look, my point still stands, by the way, about the influencer part before. Obviously, I don't know this guy's channel, so maybe he does good things and he spreads positivity. So I'm not going to say he's not an influencer because I don't know, all right? So just make that clear before someone cries in the comments. But this is not someone who looks like they're about to get married. I've reduced his age once again. He looks about 5 years old in this picture.
And I think what it was, we just weren't mature enough to see who we really were at the time because I was only in my 20s.
After going through a divorce,
I mean,
Ryan
okay,
decided to
fair
turn
enough.
to online dating.
I
Why is
wasn't
it
even looking
always-
at dating, to be honest with you. I was just referred to it by a friend of mine who tried it out. And he said it worked out for him. And he was like, I think you really need to find someone. I'm like, well, yeah, I agree, but where do I start? I've been out of it. I've been out for so long.
I don't understand the people who say, I wasn't really looking for a relationship, but I'm going to sign up for this dating website because I've been recommended it. What? Where's the sense here? Guys, stop it, right? Please, if you get out of a long-term relationship, please just take a step back and live your life a bit. I don't understand why all these victims jump straight into online dating or they jump straight into looking for someone else. What? Just calm down. Simmer as Ross. Why am I wearing? I don't know. All right. Sometimes I do things, and that's one of the things that is going to be happening for this video. Please learn to be content within yourself. I do appreciate that he was honest about his marriage. They just weren't mature enough, and that's life. It happens. However, I do want to say, surely you would know, maybe? I mean, I've never been married, so perhaps I'm not one to be dishing out advice on marriage, right? Within reason, though, all right? If someone is clearly being...
Stop it. Get some help.
If someone is obviously not being treated right and it's so clear to the viewer that they're being mistreated in a marriage, I will give some sort of advice. But in this instance, wouldn't you know that you are not mature enough, the both of you, before actually getting married? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Before even getting married, wouldn't you be at a stage in both your lives where you know one another, you know each other's maturity levels, and you'd be able to say, hold on, maybe perhaps let's not rush into this. I don't think it's a good idea to get married. Maybe that's just me. I feel like you would know beforehand. I don't know.
And so he told me about TikTok dating, and I was like, So TikTok was
Not
just
a thing.
I don't consider it as a dating site. I just consider it as a site for people out there if you're going to meet. I'm just an internet influencer, and my bio just put my YouTube channel on there. There was
Stop
nothing to
calling
it.
yourself
Just
influencer.
a bunch of videos showing me cooking and stuff like that, which can be attractive. The ladies with you can admit that. And I think that might have been what attracted this person to me. Of course, I don't know for sure.
I need to make it perfectly clear for every man who is watching this, right? If you cook, right, don't call it attractive, right? You cook to survive, to eat, to live, right? Don't be putting a label on the life skill of cooking. It's not, look, don't get me wrong. If someone finds the fact that you cook attractive, cool. But you yourself don't label it attractive, all right? It makes it cringe. The fact you keep using the word influencer is cringe in itself. It's ironic because I've said influencer many times already, but not in the same way as him. Ryan. Shout out to Ryan, who watches these reactions, by the way. I see your comments. Thank you for the support. But we are focused on this, Ryan. He's not.
She reached out to me. It was just like, hey, how's it going? I was like, hey, cool. You know what? I'm good. How about you? And she was like, fine, good. What do you do for a living? And told her I'm a gig worker. And
What is a gig
she's
worker?
like, oh yeah, well, I'm an influencer.
Oh
I'm like,
my.
well, what kind of influencer? She goes, oh, digital. Well, obviously very attractive. I don't know if it's just blonde or bleach blonde or whatever it is with wavy hair. Gorgeous, like dark blue eyes. I believe
They're
it
just
would be,
blue.
right? She's got a gorgeous smile, straight teeth. I've never seen anything like that before.
Oh
she
my gosh, man.
really,
We're talking about this woman as if she's a car or something, man. Look, I get it, but he's not as creepy as some of the other people who describe women. But it's still a bit too much. Like, calm down, you're getting hella excited. It's like a dog has just seen a piece of meat. Just relax. Your eyes are wide open. And obviously that's coming from me. My eyes are always like squinted AF. It looks like I'm high all the time. But it looks like you are also high on something. Just calm down, man. Please. Again, he's not as creepy as the others, but why can't people just say, this person is attractive. I found them good looking. Let's get into the story. Why do we need to start listing things?
really looks after herself, when it comes down to skin, like what most people would try and do, right? Use the right stuff. The first thing I thought was, is this a person I can trust or not? A hot girl, wearing the stuff that she was wearing. There was nothing illegal or anything like that. It was just like being a lingerie model kind of thing. And I thought, holy smokes, this is nice. She says her birthday just passed. She turned 29. Should I or should I not really try and take the risk on this and just talk? I decided to take the risk. The conversation really sparked up a little bit with that birthday was attitude. Well, what do you want? Why are you talking to me like that?
Like what?
And I was like, talking to you like what? That went on for about 3 to 4 days.
What?
And then finally she realized I'm not going to be one of those psychopaths that are on the internet. I'm actually a down-to-earth person. And then she started really...
Bruh, I feel like if you call yourself down-to-earth, I feel like it just doesn't count, right? Maybe that's just me. I feel like if you ever... I don't know. I was going to say if you ever compliment yourself in that way, not in terms of, looking in the mirror, oh, I look good today. Not that kind of compliment. But I feel like if you call yourself humble, if you call yourself down to earth, stuff like that, I think it just negates it. Or is that just me once again? Maybe I'm being hella harsh on Ryan, but I've had like an evening's rest, so I'm like amped up, right? I don't know. Don't call yourself humble. It defeats the purpose of being humble. Especially don't call yourself down to earth. Kind of defeats the purpose of actually being down to earth, but maybe that's me once again as we
earth person. And then she started really telling me about what she was really doing. Kind of like on the dirty side of things. I don't really want to say the wording because it's the internet. I tried getting myself to back off. But I felt like that She seems to be kind of person that really just needs someone to help her out to move in the right direction.
What?
And so that's what really attracted me to her and the way she was responding, not just her profile, but the way her response was. It was like she was reaching out for help.
Oh, goodness gracious me. What am I listening to? Like, I've just pulled off my skin. I don't understand. I feel the button, actually, the button reaction I did, right? Where there was that girl who said that her type is to help people and fix them. What are you talking about here, Ryan? You are attracted to her because you feel like you can help her? In what way help, by the way? By the way, if someone does ponely pans, right? Because I also don't know if I can say it or not, but ponely pans, it doesn't mean they need fixing. It doesn't mean they need help. What is Ryan talking about here? Perhaps I will bring back the creepiness that I discarded before, because you are being a bit creepy right now. Again, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being too harsh, as I said. But it's just weird.
And I felt like that I needed someone to talk to that might be able to relate, because after all, it's the internet.
Make your mind up
And
here.
that's how everything really took off.
Make your mind up here. You are attracted to helping her, or you want someone to relate to and talk to? Which one is it?
First couple of days when we started talking, it was frequent. I guess I was getting a response for her every 5 minutes.
Nice.
We weren't talking at the time about money
actually
or anything
good.
like that. We were just talking to each other about what we do for a living. And,
Just
after 3
Didn't
days,
you
we
already do
decided
that?
to go over to Google Chat. And that's really when things started to heat up.
I'm sorry, but if someone asks you a question, right, and they reply okay with a full stop, do you hate me? Do you not like me? What's going on here? Do you want to carry on the conversation? Don't type like this, please. Especially if it's to someone that you actually care about and you actually like. Or again, maybe it's just me, but I find that full stop, the period, stop. That's what I find. Like, no. Delete. Oh my god, I went blurry for a second there. Spectacle people, here I come soon, probably. Might need to change my glasses or something, but yeah, can we have some enthusiasm? You could have put like an exclamation mark there.
And that's when she starts talking about, needing groceries or needing to feed her dogs. And,
Sure.
and then I asked her for her pictures. She's
Okay.
like, okay, I got one coming to you. Just wait for an hour. It's like, an hour to give me a photo? And she sent me a few, right? And it was the cowgirl stuff. But otherwise, when it comes to her personality, it's hard to know if she's got a really good personality or if she's sour, I guess I could say. I think the one thing that we got in common is just the fact that we like kids. She knows about my kids. She's like,
A couple?
you know what?
I
She
thought you
goes,
had one.
I mean, I got a niece and whatever. She
Not
she
really
never
the
really
same thing.
discussed her actual
Okay.
family. We both like to travel, right? I told her what my plan is. I'm planning, the summer's coming along. I want to go back into van life
That's
for
a
a
good
while
plan,
to
to be
enjoy, the mountains, the scenery. And she's like, I love that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And so
No
we
way,
got into a
you do?
discussion regarding that.
Oh my god. You like traveling as well? We must continue this relationship then. When are these victims? When will there ever be a story where someone just has a connection with another person, the scammer, right? And of course, it's fake, but when will they ever just bond over something that's not so cliche, not so common, Someone bond over hurrah chapstick, right? If someone ever bonds with a scammer over hurrah, who's this calling me? It's actually my mum, so we're gonna cut here and obviously answer.
Mom. Hi.
Right, I'm back. Anyone else find it incredibly weird that my mum called, specifically whilst reacting to this story with the mum? It's weird, but anyway, hurrah! Sponsor me! Please. That's it. That's just, people on this show bond over something else other than common things like music, food, and traveling, please. Gosh!
And I was like, okay, well, if this can work out, maybe we could travel around Canada. We could go around making money. She's like, yeah, I can help you out with doing your deliveries, stuff like that.
What deliveries?
Go to parks and whatnot. So there was huge plan was being done to try and travel, make money, and see everything out there because life is just too short.
Oh, that is true.
And bring her dogs along with us. And I was like, okay, cool.
Do you know what? I take it back. I understand now why you need money to feed your dog. It's huge. It's looking at me as well as if I've said something bad. You're a big dog. What do you want from me? Ooh, ooh, big dog. Roman Reigns.
Believe that.
Anyone who watches WWE? Otherwise, you're asking who the hell is Roman Reigns? He's not an ancient Roman emperor, even despite what his name might suggest.
Do you consider yourself humorous?
The gorgeous sceneries of Canada, maybe even the U.S., right? But when she had her phone before it supposedly got broken, she tried to do a video chat. She's seeing me, but I couldn't see her, right? And she's like, I don't know what I'm doing on this. I've never done this before. Well, it's not that hard. You just activate it, right? And when she was talking, it was a voiceover.
Instead do truth, and the dude seems crazy.
What?
This video was sent to Ryan by Jessica to prove to him that she was real. He was thrown off by something about the video, but he still continued to communicate with her.
Well, again, it's your own fault here, isn't it? We've got stuff blurred on the damn screen. Goodness gracious me. Stop it right there, everyone. Cover your eyes, everything. Let me get off of this, because I know if I'm zoomed in, it would just look weird. That's not really that much better, if we're being frank, but we're just going to roll with it. I need everyone to understand that if you receive a video with a voiceover, what are you doing here exactly? Are you dubbing over an anime for me? Send me a real video. And I know her camera's broken, supposedly, but if she does Ponely pans, I think you need the camera, Jessica. So, what's going on here? Nothing makes sense. Ryan's face there really is bugging me. I don't know why. Let's just carry on.
And Ryan was thrown for a loop when he found revealing images of Jessica all over the internet.
What?
I actually told my mom about her because the kind of stuff which I've seen on the internet with her, my mom's got a bit of a background with doing that kind of stuff too, right? She used to do Playboy. I was a kid when that was happening, and I'm telling you, as soon as I started seeing these pictures of her popping up on there, I brought back a memory to when I was a child. I was like, wow,
that's just weird,
so
man.
When I seen that, I was like, hey, Ma, she's doing the same thing as you. She's like, what? And she's like, holy smokes, really? And I was like, yeah, she apparently is doing that. If I don't know.
Didn't you know earlier? Didn't you mention that she was doing Ponely pans? So why are you shocked that these images exist? I'm so confused. Also, the fact that you saw these images and you thought of your mum. What is that just me that's finding this weird? It might be, but it's what the...
My mom was like, just be careful. My mom doesn't know the internet. She's like, well, who is this person? What's she trying to do? She asks questions because she sees what I've been through in the past.
Right.
And she doesn't want to see me get hurt again. And
of
she's
course.
like, did she ask for money? And I go, yeah, but I kept on turning her down. I'm not going to budge, even though I have a few times, I'll be honest with you. My mom just said, no more. You don't want to be any more hurt than you already have been.
How much did you
She
send?
said that if this person ends up being real, then she would like to see me to be happy. If this works out, if she's real, then sure, I'd like to meet her. Because they could compare backgrounds. What lingerie stuff and stuff like that. Because, it's a female thing, right? But yeah, she'll be happy if I'm happy. And that's the kind of person she is. If I'm not happy, she's not happy.
Oh, shut up, Ryan, man. Someone again. Maybe again it's just me. But if this was a real scenario, would you want your partner to speak to your mum about her Playboy days? I don't know. Maybe I'm just finding it odd because it's the mum. And why would you want your partner to talk about that kind of stuff with your mum. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't understand it. I'm not a lingerie model. I think that's pretty obvious looking at me, okay? Because if anyone opened the magazine and saw me right there with the luscious neck hairs, I do have the booty for it though. Let's not get that twisted. But if you saw me in there, you'd close that magazine. I'm shipping it back to wherever you bought it from. Shipping it back.
Early January, we were talking about, you know, what the future could hold for us.
Yeah, because you have
how
eyes.
it would be before we could actually meet, be together in person. That's when it really started heating up, because we were
What's the
talking about me
excuse
traveling
here?
to go to her first. You know, the way she was talking, she was agreeing with things, and she would come up with ideas of saying, well, maybe we can do this. And then she started talking about within the next couple of years.
Well, I don't know, shove the years up your ass. Do not ever accept someone meeting you for the first time as the date being going to the movies. I don't know, maybe that's me being old-fashioned, if you want to call it. Maybe it's the old soul in me. But if your first date is going to the movies, please just come up with something more creative where you can actually learn about the person, please. Now, if you go out to a dinner after, maybe that's a bit more, you know, as an okay in my books. But I feel like if you meet for the first time, even simply going to like a coffee shop or something would be better than going to the movies, because you go to the movies, you're not allowed to talk. So what's the point in this? Sorry.
Get married. I was like, a couple of years, eh? Interesting. Okay. And then she put on her profile, I have a fiance.
No.
Yeah, so every single day has been about that, but
No.
lately
That's weird.
it's been a little bit more heated regarding money.
Okay.
It turned from being kind of like a romance to trying to help support her.
Okay.
The first time was for a Christmas gift. She's like, it's
Nice.
Christmas, you know, you can give your girlfriend a Christmas gift. I was like, well, how am I supposed to do that? I mean, originally, she was asking me for, like, you know, a Steam card, and then she was asking me for a Google card. She kept on going and going and going. And I tried changing the topic. She kept on saying, so are you going to send the money or what? And she started getting blunt about it. I did cave. I said, okay, well, here's 40. She gave me a PayPal address.
At least it was only
So I figured,
40,
what the
I
hell?
guess.
I'm going to send it through the local one. And it actually went through. That's basically how it worked. Originally, it was just for her to get something for Christmas. And then the second time was for her to apparently get heels to go to a pastry store in her town. It was just basically, can you do me a favor, babe? And I was like, hey, sure, what? She goes, can you send me $40? I'm like, well, what for? She goes, well, I want to go out there and buy some heels.
Didn't you already
for
buy
New
some?
Year's. Don't you already have heels? She goes, I don't like those kind of heels. I want something that's more respectable to be out there with. And so she convinced me. So I was like, oh, okay, fine. You want the heel stuff. And so I went through e-transfer. And
Hold on a second. Obviously, I don't indulge in the heel wearing. But sorry, are there heels that are not respectable? I don't understand that. Now, I know there are like boots and stuff where the heels, they're just so big. All right, they exude inches. That's what they do. But would that class as not respectable heels? I don't know, man. Anyone in the comments who are, if you're clued up on heels, are there respectable heels and not wrestling bad guys?
e-transfer. And she's like, oh, you sent me this much? I'm like, well, you said this much, so I give you that much. No big deal. And, you know, she's like, okay, I got it. Thank you very much. I was like, yeah, no problem.
You're welcome.
And, you know, and she kept on saying, oh, I love you so much and this and that. And I was like, oh, did you go out? No, I stayed home. But you wanted heels.
You stole money
no,
from
I
me then?
decided to stay home.
So send
you
me
know,
the
I
40
caved in a little
back.
bit, right? Just because I just felt like being nice. After that, she...
Look, please, just because you are nice, it doesn't mean you should let people walk all over you. with the respectable heels that she should have bought. Instead, this time she's well and truly walking all over you. You're a doormat. She's got her disrespectful heels on. Just because you're nice, it doesn't mean you need to tolerate people's bullshit, okay? If you asked for money and you send someone money and they don't even use the money and they don't send the money back, you are thieving from me. Then you've stolen from me quite literally right in front of my eyes. Jessica's a bad person, alright? Not the actual Jessica that's behind these pictures, because her name probably is not even Jessica, but maybe it is. The scammer, piece of shit, but we know that. Ryan, please never let your niceness get in the way of you standing up for yourself, essentially. Come on.
Is talking about something to do with trying to get a flight.
Oh.
And that wasn't that long ago. She's been, about a month ago or so, she's been saying, well, I want to come out there and see it. She goes, well, how much can you give?
What is going on?
How much
here?
do you need?
A lie? How much
You know,
do you
look,
need?
I don't just give out anything. I need to know exact amounts. I need to know what you have.
Oh, fair enough.
So I know what I can afford to give.
Oh, fair enough.
I need this much.
For a flight.
Okay. So $100. So I was like, okay, done deal. And then she goes, I'm kind of short.
But you... Well, it's too late because you're probably of an age where you don't grow anymore. I wish that wasn't a case because I would love to grow more in various ways. But if someone genuinely asks you, why do I keep hitting this? If someone asks you for money and you give it to them, but then they proceed, it is disrespectful to ask for more. I'm a little short. Why didn't you just tell me you needed more than 120 or something? Just please, guys, please save your money. If you can help someone, help them. I'm assuming Ryan is able and capable of helping her because so far there hasn't been any mention of like any health issues or anything. But it's still, that doesn't mean because you are stable enough, willy-nilly, I'm gonna throw it around and give this person money. Please contain yourselves, all right?
Huh? She goes, yeah, I'm kind of short. The prices went up.
When?
I went ahead and did that, and she goes, I'm short $180. Right?
You sound like you was about to cry
because
there.
that's what flights do. They go up, right?
Do they?
She was claiming she was trying to book it at the last second instead of trying to book weeks in advance.
Why would you do
right?
that?
They said it's cheaper if you book it 2 or 3 weeks in advance. She kept saying no, I want to book it now.
Why?
So that was well 2 weeks ago.
Wow, she really wants to see you, innit?
Ryan ended up sending money for plane tickets, but Jessica would never show up. At this point, she had asked for gifts, shoes, multiple plane tickets, and even a phone. This is when he reached out to us to verify who this person in these images really was.
I'm getting sick and tired of these victims sending money, but then when they get too much of the sending of the monies, great English there, why is it that you have to go through all this just to then go and seek support, huh? As the Catfish team like to call us seekers. Please seek support before you send money. Please.
I don't know the full truth about her. The way the communications have been. We just seem to have good conversations. So that's pretty much the reason why I'm doing it.
And again, I must reiterate this point that I seem to make quite often. If they are reaching out to Catfish, that means they know it exists. They know Catfish exists. They know Drew and David are somewhere wrestling as we speak. So why do you not see the red flags? Just...
Like, if it was a bad conversation, I would say forget it, goodbye. But that's what's been keeping me around with it. It's just we're able to talk, ask me about my mom and seeing how she's doing, asking me if I've eaten,
Ryan, you're just lonely,
and how are
it's
things going, just general conversations. This is different. It just feels different, you know.
What feels different exactly? That she's told you don't forget to eat? Are you a child here? Have you sent your child to school and you've said to them, don't forget to eat, little Johnny? Johnny, if anyone's name is Johnny watching, Johnny Bravo. What a show that was back in the day, eh? Great, honestly. Johnny Bravo, hey? You know Seth MacFarlane actually worked on Johnny Bravo? I watched one of those videos what was it called? Wired or something, where they answer questions from Google. What was the point in that? Seth MacFarlane kept me on Family Guy. Oh, I feel like I could very much voice over a Turkish Taliban member. Eh? That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? No, but seriously, please, just Ryan in this instance, as I mentioned earlier, he jumped too quick into... He said he didn't want a relationship, but I'm reluctant to believe you if you're signing up to a dating website. And especially, I swear he said he was on TikTok, which is just weird in the first place. Never... I think I remember someone saying that they met someone on TikTok in the comments. But for the most part, please, if someone messages you on TikTok, be very cautious, all right? Like that Looney Tunes, be very, very cautious. Even though he doesn't say that, he says quiet. Be very, very quiet, all right? All those thoughts you have in your brain, tone them down. Be quiet. I think I've gave him an accent there. I didn't...
She shows concern. She's not.
That doesn't mean
everything around money.
You
money,
must love
money,
her
money.
and send money.
I haven't seen any red flags. I could be missing them. If she
are.
was real, I would be like, "Holy smokes! Okay, let's keep on talking then."
Stop
and let's
saying "holy smokes." By the way, this isn't. We're not on some children's cooking show, right? And you've just absolutely butchered a steak. You flipped it over, and it's turned into the night sky. You've burnt the shit out of it. Stop saying "holy smokes," bro. Is he like a child's YouTuber or something? I don't understand. Holy smokes.
book a time to meet. It'd be nice to know I'm talking to a legit person.
All right, Seekers, it was time to get to work. We wanted to answer all of Ryan's questions. Who is this person in these photos, and is the profile he's communicating with valid? Ryan was able to send us chats he had with Jessica, a video she sent to him, her email, and tons of photos. So we began to look into everything. After a day of running searches, our team felt we were ready to give him the truth.
Let's go.
But before we go any further, we want to let you know that we are now casting for new stories. If you or anyone you know are looking to know the truth about the person you've met online, don't hesitate to reach out to us at sharemystory@socialcatfish.com.
Is it just me that finds it a bit odd that they've used the language of "we are casting for new stories"? I don't know. I guess you are being casted because you do end up on a YouTube show. So maybe there's not, you know what? No, I forget I said that, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.
We can find the answers you've been looking for.
But if you're going to go on this show, by the way, if you want to take one for the team and go on this show with an absolute outlandish story, right? Nothing we've seen before. No engineers. There's no one stuck in Syria. There's no one stuck in Turkey with some sort of rare gemstone hidden up their ass. Go on here, right? And just say the absolute craziest shit just to make a crazy reaction, all right? For me, and for all of us who watch this, someone go on here and get catfished by Batman or something and believe that you've been catfished by Bruce Wayne, please.
Make sure you stick around until the end. We'll break down how easy it is to create a deepfake.
On the original video, if you watch this one, it's
let's not teach people this, please.
More natural with the movement.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And give Ryan the truth about Jessica. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys.
To this video
we
as well.
appreciate you so much. It was now time to sit down with Ryan and go over everything that we had found.
As his hair grows.
How are you feeling about going into this today?
I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also looking forward to either a closure or a continuation. It just depends on results, really. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm so used to doing this kind of stuff, dealing with people, but you know, I'll be honest with you, my situation here is very unique.
But this is more of like a connection that you're curious about.
Yeah, it really is. You know, I just want to know whether or not I'm dealing with someone that isn't going to hurt me in the long run. Well, of course, you know, it's hurt me short term, right? But not as bad as what I thought it would, because I'm being able to control a situation here. But on the contrary, emotionally, it's a complete different story. You know, it's taken me down quite a bit.
What's making you feel like
Fair.
it could be real?
Fair.
I was talking to her last night too, and the conversation was just like as if I was talking to just a real person. I don't know. It's just the way she talks.
What's your intuition telling you?
It's not really saying much. I
That's
don't think it's going
concerning.
to tell me anything until I know what you guys found.
Right. So do you need someone to hold your hand throughout the rest of your life then? What's wrong with you here? That didn't make any sense. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes your gut feeling just is confused as well. But in this instance or in any instance, right? Try, and I say it so many times. Like, we're taking so many steps back. At this point, we might as well learn how to moonwalk, right? But take a step back, and perhaps your gut is not going to have an immediate reaction to what's going on. But then that can allow you to actually, well, maybe use some sort of brain power to understand that not everything you see is good, right? In this instance, the conversation, now, maybe I'm being a fuddy-duddy, but I feel like if the conversation frequently says, I love you, I don't want to lose you, I feel like that is a red flag, you know, because again, maybe I'm just being pessimistic because I was cheated on previously in the only relationship. Great, I'm not going to cry, but I feel like it's overcompensating for the fact you've done something, right? Again, that might be just me being pessimistic given my experiences, but I feel there was nothing there normal. There's no normal conversation. Maybe it gets cut out and we don't see the normal conversation, but again, for the most part in these stories, the conversation is always, you know, I love you, I miss you so much, did you eat? Oh my god, I love traveling as well. There's nothing ever natural about it. Like, oh, I just stubbed my toe. Well, send me gift cards because I'm bleeding and I must go to the hospital now. But you get my point, hopefully.
And then my intuition can lead me from there.
Does her being attractive make you want this to
That's
be
a
true?
good question.
I've never been a person for looks. I've always
Shut
been the kind of person for just the personality.
Okay, maybe I take
Right?
that back.
Looks
That was a
aren't
bit too
everything.
harsh.
I have been with people that aren't the most attractive, but I look
Right.
at the way that they look at me as a person. Don't get me wrong, like seeing her as attractive, you know, that can play a role. On TikTok, that's originally what attracted me, was saying, wow, she's gorgeous. Maybe I'll try and get a hold of her, right? But in reality in life, I don't normally look at the way the person looks. I look at
Shut up, man. As he says, right? Oh, I don't really look at the way people look. But just a few sentences ago, oh, I've been with people who are not very attractive. What in the hell are you talking about here, my man? Tell me. I'm not gonna say it, because the comments probably will say it. But you're not exactly, what should we call? Well, you're not a stone in what? Basically, as I sigh there, you are not a Brad Pitt, right? You are not, who else? Roman Reigns from before is absolutely one of the most handsome wrestlers you'll probably ever see in your life. You are not that, right? Let's tone the language down here a bit, because you've put yourself on a pedestal to be saying that people you've dated previously were not that attractive. Who are you to say that exactly? And I'm sorry, but if you are with a partner, if you are with someone, and you don't find them attractive, why are you there? Don't get me wrong, looks are not everything, of course. But if you don't find your own partner attractive, I'm sorry, but that's weird.
saying, well, if you're going to respect me, I'm going to respect you right back. But in this situation, I'll admit it. You know,
Also, I'm sorry, this is totally off topic, right? But to me, it seems like Drew has lost weight. Now, maybe I'm going to reach here massively, and I've noticed, perhaps you've maybe noticed, Drew's had like bags under his eyes. And obviously now here, he looks much thinner than normally. I say normally, but you get what I mean, than the usual episodes. I hope he's okay. Again, I don't want to read too much into it and, upset myself. But yeah, I hope Drew, I mean, you guys know that sometimes maybe they watch. Maybe they leave the comments, but I don't know if they fully watch. But if somehow you see this part, Drew, hopefully you're well, man. Maybe drop a comment saying that you are well, because I am getting upset at that.
I'll admit it. She's gorgeous. That's the first thing you're going to get to see as a person of what they look like, and you want to reach out to them to see what their personality's going to be like, to see whether or not you could continuously keep on talking to them, right? But I've never heard her voice. No, there's been no video chat, no nothing. So it's all been text.
But you've heard her voice.
So I could only go by her pictures. So.
Well, the first thing that we want to talk about is this video that you sent us. It's
also, he doesn't sound as energetic as he was maybe like a few months ago. I don't know. Maybe, again, I might be reaching, but I hope he's well.
Selfie of her, and she's just talking to the camera.
Study truth, and the truth seems crazy.
We were able to locate where that video came from. When we looked into it, we found that that video that you received was actually altered from the original video.
Did you sense something off about the video?
I did right away, because the voice was off. Okay. And when she was talking, you could tell it was also a partial conversation. And right away I was like, what? I was like, what are you sending me here?
Eh?
You really think I'm that stupid? I wasn't born yesterday.
You really think I'm that stupid? I wasn't born yesterday. As I proceed to send you money for things you apparently need, even though it's not a lot of money in comparison to other stories. Let's not get it twisted. But you have twisted this reality in your mind. And despite you thinking this is fake, or apparently you know it's fake, you still send money, because that's the smart thing to do, isn't it? You can't fool me, alright? You can't come on this show with your Helen levels of intelligence, right? That's Helen University right there. Yeah, I knew this. I knew it. But I proceeded to be duped. Yeah, you can't.
Did you ever question her on the video?
I did, yeah. And she goes, oh, it must have been just some kind of a glitch. I don't know what happened there. It shouldn't have happened that way.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
So I responded, look, I use video editors.
Okay.
I'm not stupid. I know how it works. But then I also know that sometimes there can be software glitches, because I use Filmora 12 and mine has done that, right? And my subscribers would reach out to me and say, hey, look, man, your voice is off. I was like, whoops. So
what we did was we played the video. We took screenshots throughout.
Let's just say that it's genuine, right? And there is a glitch. Where did she record this video? And are you telling me she recorded this video and edited it and before sending it to you? So then obviously that's how the glitch would happen. Really? These are the influencers, eh? These are influencers. These are influencers.
And we were able to find where this video came from, and it came from a TikTok account.
Chloe X Nicole UK.
So what this person did was they ran it through an app. There's a ton of them that you can get on your iPhone or on Android, and you can just alter the photo and make it say whatever you want. So this one was taken and probably put into like a $5 or $10 app that you can get on your phone.
I think there, more than ever, it sounds like Drew needs rest. Again, I'll repeat it as many times as I want, because I genuinely care about this team, right? No matter how many times I might have some sort of feedback for their edits or, the way they've structured the episode or whatever, for the most part, I care about these guys, all right? And Drew, especially, it seems to me as if something is wrong. I don't know, maybe my gut, we're talking about gut feelings. Maybe my gut feeling is wrong, but I hope he's okay. Please
You can just type in some words and make this person, say whatever you want. On the original video, if you watch this one, it's just a little more natural with the movement.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So we looked into the email. We didn't find any information there because it was either newly created or it hasn't been linked to any social media profiles.
That's right.
This person that you're talking to, we couldn't find anything that pinpointed to this woman, Chloe Nicole, which is the real person in these images, being behind asking you for money or writing you every single day. This person that you're speaking to is no doubt a romance scammer. The real person, Chloe Nicole, has nothing to do with this.
100%.
Brienne was able to locate her OnlyFans, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. She's a very public person,
Yes.
and all of her accounts are very active. I'm sorry to say it, man, but this isn't real.
You know what? No hair fall
wouldn't
off
be
my
sorry.
chest. It's just, I was testing the waters the whole time.
Oh, you sent
Something
money.
that you had mentioned, you were sending funds and it was not overseas. I don't know if you're familiar with what a money mule is.
Yes. Yeah.
So
You know
the thing
this,
with money mules is
but-
that they can be anywhere. They can be in the United States, they can be in Africa, they can be in China, they can be in Canada. Anyone that you haven't met face to face on a live video chat, it's a huge red flag. And then they're asking you to send money to people that you've never met, whether it's in our country or in another country. It's
Let's stop there, because I was giving you maybe a bit of benefit of the doubt because you were sending it to her PayPal, but apparently you were actually still sending money to money mules, because that's normal, eh? Why? What happened? Was there something I missed here? Why is the money going through other people? Is her bank account frozen? What's happened here? You see, now, stop it. Now, you need help here, all right? And I'm going to give you the help in some wise words, potentially, that take time for yourself, all right? Because clearly, I know you say as many times as you want in this episode that you weren't looking for anything, you were testing the waters. But testing the waters in any talking stage doesn't mean you send money, alright? I've never sent money in a talking stage. Let me know, you in the comments, you watching this right now, you, and I'm looking at you specifically. Who's calling? It's my mum again, which is quite odd. Okay, I'm back again. So, as I was saying, please, 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 don't feel like you have to rush into anything. Don't feel like if you are single, it's some sort of travesty in life. It's okay. Just because you get out of a relationship, it doesn't mean you need to straight away bounce back into one. It's okay to take a step back and just enjoy life as it is. Yourself. Zen. Don't do that. Especially don't do that in public. People would think you're weird. But it's better than sending money to mules, isn't it? Oh, that's a donkey noise. Mule.
just being mindful and being careful moving forward. You know, you decide to talk to someone online. They have a million reasons why they can't video chat with you, but they want you to send money to this person that you don't know. You know, just be careful out there and watch the red flags.
Yes.
I'm what they would consider as part of the gullible part of the population, where it's like when you see something, you want it because you've been alone for so long. Because, I've been single for 6 years, right? So it kind of was getting to me, and yeah,
I mean, I get
I
it.
kind of let my gullibility get in the way of it.
All right, you know what? I thought he jumped straight into another relationship, so I'll take it back. 6 years, that's a long time. But again, it doesn't mean you need... Again, I can't speak for everyone. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously going to be feeling a lot different than, let's say, this handful of people. But I can only say, if you are watching this and you are single for a long period of time, and perhaps sometimes it weighs on your mind that, hey, I'd like to settle down. Maybe you feel as if you're running out of time or something like that, but it's never running out of time, all right? It's not worth rushing into anything, as we've seen here. But even if in the case it wasn't a scammer and it was a real person, but you've still rushed into it, he said earlier as well with the marriage, they didn't feel like they were mature enough to be married. They both recognized, hey, look, we're both real people, but we rushed into it. So even if it's not a scammer, please, it's okay. I mean, are you really going to listen to me? But I hope you do. I hope you do take some sort of solace in the fact, or you take solace when I say that it truly is okay to be single, and the right person at the right time will appear in your life, we'll say, like a rabbit out of a hat. Wouldn't that be cool if... No, actually, I was going to say, if you could pull the perfect soulmate out of a hat. But that's weird, isn't it? I don't know. That is weird. Let's swiftly move on, because that would not be good.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
So if you are single and you are mindful, we'll say, or you are constantly thinking, oh, I need a relationship, when's it gonna happen? Maybe just, use your hobby, right? And go to activities, clubs, etc. Because then most likely you're just gonna meet a bunch of people anyway, and then you will find someone. Perhaps you might hit it off, the sparks flying. Once again, the car is broken, the sparks flying everywhere, but it's good in this instance. And now look, you both have a genuine commonality, not just the fact that you eat food. So yeah, just, again, if you want to listen to me, I don't know, but just hopefully it can help someone.
So I just want to touch on why Chloe's identity was stolen in this case. The reason why they use OnlyFans models is because of the large database of photos that they have on their OnlyFans and Twitter and Instagram. Another reason why is because of the revealing photos that they have. They work on a guy that is looking for an attractive person. Obviously, you mentioned that she caught your eye.
Which is weird, by the way. Now, I get it. Looks are obviously the first thing you see when you see someone. But please don't let someone's revealing images be the sole reason that you must pursue a relationship, right? Now, if you hit it off, but just don't do it.
Are you getting those types of images a lot?
She sent me so many different kinds of images, even her Playboy ones and everything. I was like, whoa, it attracted me, but I was very skeptical from the start. I actually showed my mom the stuff because of her background. Immediately, my mom said,
bro,
red flag. Just
stop
like what you
mentioning
guys
your mom
just
and
said.
her Playboy
Ryan,
past, bro.
You're young. I don't see how you would have any problems getting out there and dating someone locally that you can meet face to face.
He's like well
We talk about
spoken.
this all the time. There are a lot of scammers out there on the internet that are posing to be someone that they're not. And you can get out there, you can go find somebody locally or in your neighborhood that you can meet face to face and that you can talk to and date.
That's my advice that I give in the previous reactions. I feel like they're taking some notes. As I give myself some sort of importance in the YouTube scene. No, but seriously, for the most part, if you are looking for a relationship, I don't really agree that you should look for it. It should just happen naturally. But if you are in a position where you do want to look for it, I can't stop you, right? I'm sat in this chair. You could be in Kansas or something. Just go outside, right? As I said, meet people in like hobby clubs or something. If you like motorcycling, join a motorcycling gang or something. They exist, right? Basically, yes, as Bree said, as I've said before, make sure that you prioritize yourself first, because even when you go outside, right, you prioritize yourself. You're getting fresh air. Not in London, the air stinks and it's grey, and is green as well because it's pooey. But go outside, live life, enjoy, have a meal. You'll find someone.
Have you explored any of that?
He's gonna say no.
I've tried eHarmony, everything
No.
else, and I was running into the same red flags
You're waffling
everywhere, right? So
You're waffling here. She said, have you tried any of that going outside? And you've mentioned eHarmony. What's wrong with you?
this is the last draw. I think I'm going to be taking quite a break for quite a while after this, until things get sorted out on my end. And because, things out here are pretty hectic here in Canada right now. I might try and go for a long vacation. I'm not going to run into the corner and start crying about it or anything like that. I'm just going to
would not
move
recommend
forward and block her on absolutely everything possible.
Yes.
I'm just going to stay single for a while, and
that's fine.
just move on in life and try to enjoy it, look after my mom and try and move forward.
Just don't give up, man. There's somebody out there for you. All right.
I never give up. You never know what tomorrow holds, right?
True.
It's a whole new ballgame, right?
Yes.
So, you know what? I just love your guys' content. Like you guys have given me so much, motivation towards things, learning how to look out at things, stuff I've never noticed before. So you guys have done an awesome job with everyone. But you guys did the extensive research, helped out, and now I know what I got to do. Whoever watches you guys, use them, because you guys rock. In my view, you guys really do.
Plug-in services.
Thank you.
I always try, if I was down on myself about everything, my mom's next door, she'd be pounding on the door telling me to smarten up.
Yes, as you should.
Have a good one.
Bree, that's a
See you, Ryan.
that's not a real laugh. Ryan intends to temporarily pause his online dating endeavors. Our team stands ready to conduct any searches for him should he choose to resume. He pledges never to send money to individuals he hasn't met in person. You'd think he would have known that, but okay, sure. Drew, I think this is the main part about this. Drew, I hope you're okay. The video has ended. The main take point from this is, of course, I hope Drew is okay. He really seems down. Again, I don't know. Well, the bottle fell down. I don't know if it's just him tired from the editing and stuff, but hopefully he's okay, health-wise, mentally. And Ryan, look, you seem like a very well-spoken, sometimes you're a bit creepy in my opinion, but you seem to be a well-spoken guy. For the most part, you do actually not be, creepy to the levels of like serial killer clowns like some of the other people. So just be you, man. You'll find someone even off of the YouTube, that's it. That's all I have to say. And I'm going to leave the ermine. I'm not someone who likes to cut them out because it makes it seem as if I'm polished, right? Nothing about this is polished. Not my shoes, that's it. I was going to say I don't have a car. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves, please. Much love. Peace. And as always, the playlist is up there. I've raised both hands, but it's only up there. I'll see you guys next time. Much love.